kind of progressed from what we had seen from him, the three previous seasons there? I think so. And you are, you're looking at all the quarterbacks that are out there. This is not a good quarterback free agency. It's not a deep quarterback draft class. And so Pete Carroll felt like, look, I've got to get a veteran first. And we'll see what happens with the draft. But he went to the veteran that he trusts. It was very telling that Russell Wilson is a free agent. And when he went to trade.
Not hearing anything. Brian Harvey live at Gardner Field. Your Steamboat Sailors getting ready to take on the Cougars from Evergreen. The Cougars looks like they're in their road blues, dark blue, white numbers, and mostly blue kits. And your Steamboat Sailors in their home whites, red numbers, red helmets. Sailors look like they're going to be traveling right to left to open this game. Getting a little bit of a late start here and having some technical issues, so we apologize if you're experiencing a little bit of a dead air. We are live, and of course, super excited opening the season with me, Lowen Epstein. Lowen, how are you, man?
Doing good, Brian. Good to be here.
Absolutely. Steamboat Sailors boys lacrosse team up and ready to rock and roll. They are certainly fired up, as we've got a handful of players that played on that state championship winning Steamboat Sailors ice hockey team led by Finn Byer, who's our long stick midi, and he's our face-off specialist. We'll see him out there today. But we've got it's a new year. I think, Lowen, you were with me on the call in that Air Academy game that was a heartbreaker last year, where the Sailors had a commanding lead going into the fourth quarter, and it was a 4 or 5 point lead, and Air Academy stormed back and got the win late in that game. And I think the Steamboat Sailors, who are on that team right now, want to avenge that loss and have a little different occurrence here this year.
Yeah, definitely a couple of big motivating factors as we get set to kick off the 2025 season here. But absolutely, I think it's a sour taste for anybody who was on last year's team, and for those seniors last year, it's something that you're never going to forget about. And I definitely think it's a motivating factor coming into this season. And then you mentioned it too, Brian. You were on the call for that Steamboat Springs state championship run. You yourself off of the state championship broadcast, so congratulations on that. But yeah, you'd like to think that that's a motivating factor for these guys as well, watching some of their peers and watching some of their teammates get that done. It not only breathes a sense of hope into this team, I think it just shows that Steamboat is and can be a premier program.
No doubt. And this Steamboat, the one thing that Finn Byer said to me yesterday, Finn, one of the hockey captains who plays lacrosse, he said that loss stung in the playoffs to Air Academy, much like last year's loss to the 7-seeded Summit County Tigers. And they lost to the quarterfinals. The Sailors had beaten them twice that season in regular season. They've seen that team and knew them very well. And they felt like, they were favored to win that game, and they didn't. And he's like, we feel the same way right now. We've got the same motivation, and they're sort of spreading that confidence, and so it's going to be interesting. The Sailors also lost, guys like Brady Adams and Finn Rogers and Evan Ellis, like some major goal scorers here, on the attack. Also some guys at defense, but it's high school sports. As well as anyone, having played this game for this Steamboat Sailors team, we don't build, we don't rebuild, we reload.
Well, and on top of all that, Brian, I know that there's probably a lot of people that listen to you in the pregame show, but this is the third new head coach in 3 years for the Sailors. So for a lot of these guys, especially the seniors on this team, yeah, they are going on their third head coach, which is a lot of turnover for a program, but the one constant is Kevin Sankey, and he's kind of been the one at the forefront of recommending some of these head coaches as well. And so, I'd like to think that whoever they have at the helm is trusted to get the job done.
Well, Amos Gilbert helped out at the JV level, and I think, Brian, Rogers, last year's coach, also worked with Sankey under Neil Redfern, and so we've sort of passed the torch, and the system hasn't changed a whole lot, and we've got guys with a lot of experience, and so to have a guy like Brian Rogers who, played at Cornell, who coached Hobart, who coached Cornell, who coached at the college level. You've got Gilbert here who's come in. He coached at Salisbury Academy in Connecticut, renowned, heavy-hitting school. He played at UVM, so they certainly have the chops, if you will, to get it done.
Absolutely, and I'm interested to see what his, how he goes into the season, how he tries to take it offensively. I hope this team is a physical one. And I think, whether or not Sankey recommended him or not, I think, either way you look at it, it's going to be an entirely different shift anytime you get a new head coach in there. So we'll see as we get ready for the national anthem.
All right. Having challenges, who said anthem? Nice work. As you can tell, we got a great crowd here at Gardner Field for the opening game of the 2024-2025 Steamboat Sailors Boys Lacrosse season. Manning the camera, you can watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Still haven't quite got the audio syncing with the high school's huddle cam system. We're working on that. Until then, we've got Stu from Steamboat Lumber who manned the camera during the football season. We got the band back together. Stu, you the man. Lowen Epstein, myself on the call. Should be a fun one as we are getting ready to rock and roll. Your Steamboat Sailors in white. And in the goal, we've got Ike Alexander wearing number 13, number 22. No. excuse me. Number 22, Xander Harvey, will be playing with one of the long poles. I believe he's going to be on the right side, or at least with their strongest attackman, because he's a lefty. Coach loves that matchup. We talked a little bit about it in the pregame show. Also out there, Finn Byer. He's got the long pole. He'll be taking the face-off. Number 12, Paxton Zuck on the field. A newer name that we didn't certainly call a ton last year. Also with the long pole, number 15, Jake Davidoff. He's a soccer player, senior. Good to see him out there. And, of course, playing crease defense. What is that number? That's Davidoff. And then Xander is here on the left. But we're underway. Face-off here is going to be controlled by the Steamboat Sailors. Xander Harvey scoops that one off the turf, looking, spins back, kicks it to Ike Alexander, the field general, in the goal. Alexander gets it up to Paxton Zuck. Zuck with some wheels, tries to split the midfielders. He does. Gains the box, sends it over to the far side to George Redfern. Redfern back behind the cage, working it there to DiBiaso. I want to say Evan Ellis, Lowen, but not quite there. 25, Gabby Gotro. Gotro works that ball up to Cohen Vanderbosch. And, of course, Tyler Grove on the far side. Sailors working the perimeter right now, back behind the net to X. Working it back up top. There's number 25, Gotro. Gotro kicks that to the top of the box to get Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch spins. Great to have Vanderbosch on the field. Driving that right wing side, kicks it to X behind the net. Redfern controlling, sends it back up this near side, back up to the top of the box. Sailors working it up. That's Grove now. Grove is going to drive right down the slot, veers to the right, sends it back to the goal line to Redfern. Now Redfern retreating. He's got a defender on him, trying to create some space. Behind the net, spins. Got a defender right there. George Redfern with it. And you know, heck, you were coached by his dad, Lowen.
I was, yeah. We're getting another year of the Redfern boys, as George Redfern, one of the best around the crease there.
So that's 13, working the far side, Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch back behind the cage to Redfern. Redfern. DiBiaso to Redfern. Now Redfern goes back behind goal line. Redfern circling the net. Turn, spin, shot, top shelf goal. What happened?
George Redfern with a nice little move around the far side of the crease. And the Sailors are on the board for the first goal of this 2025 season, and I have a feeling, Brian, you're going to see a lot of that this year. That is going to be one of their main guys, much like you mentioned Evan Ellis was last year. They're going to turn to George Redfern to be that guy on the attacking end.
Well, and Redfern played soccer this year for the first time and wrestled as well, so he's in good shape.
Finn Byer at the face-off X. This is another area that I'm interested to see how the Sailors develop this year is at the X. No Kirby brothers this year, as we have gotten so used to over the last few seasons, as another losing face-off for Finn Byer. So he goes 0 for 2 at the X to start this game. Evergreen is going to get their first possession of this game as they begin. This is going to be Cameron Williams working it to X. Williams gets it over to Johnny Groove. Now he takes it from behind. Good defense there from the Sailors. They push him out. Evergreen's going to reset here at the top of the box. Evergreen works it around the near side, slowing things down, make a little substitution, get it back down to X. This is Cameron Williams, the senior attackman. He switches over to his left, pirouettes around the crease, and good job there from the Sailors defense keeping him out. Evergreen looking for the equalizer. Sailors leading 1-0 here, 9:13 left to go. We are just underway at Gardner Field. It's going to be Evergreen coming from up top this time, and a good save there as the Sailors get a stop. Good save there from Ike Alexander, his first one of the season. Sailors clear it. And the clear a little bit sloppy. Sailors attackman there to get possession. It's going to be George Redfern slowing things down, so a good job there from the Sailors retaining possession. Redfern takes it at X. It's going to be Redfern matched up against Caleb Lessig. Lessig, the big D-man for Evergreen. Redfern dumps it off. It's going to be worked up top now once more. Here come the Sailors. That's going to be Tyler Grove. Grove switches to his left hand, works it back now. This is going to be Reese Hoy. Hoy now to the near side. Abbott Gotro, and he just gets dismantled. Ball's on the ground. Evergreen comes up with it, and they're going to have a D-man try to clear it away. So a failed possession there for the Sailors. Attackman with a good ride, though. Evergreen able to retain, and the Sailors slough back onto defense. Evergreen takes it now along GLE. Sailors slough back on D. It's going to be worked down to Cameron Williams. You can tell the ball is going to go through Williams a lot this evening, Brian. Their attackman there at X. We'll see if we can get him going, and we'll see what adjustments this Sailors defense can make. Evergreen working now. Williams takes it at X. Sailors defense working. Little shot, and that's a goal. Equalizer there. That was Evergreen coming around the far side, and just like that, number 27,
Johnson.
Yeah. Johnson gets the equalizer. So 1-1. 7:35 left to go at Gardner Field, and a couple of good opening possessions for both teams, I would say. It wasn't necessarily a defensive lapse per se. It was good ball movement from Evergreen there, and they get one in on Ike Alexander.
Yeah, and I would say, your Steamboat Sailors, you could sort of see the first game jitters a little bit.
For sure.
Right now, Finn Byer getting worked at the face-off X. We'll see what happens there, but number 48 is a beast.
And listen, Brian, I understand the philosophy of rolling with a long stick to take the face-offs, but if you're going against a true Fogo, a true short sticks Fogo face-off, get-off guy, it's not necessarily the best way to go. So I think we might see a change here soon, or we might even see Finn Byer switch to a short pole. Evergreen's going to take it here at the top of the box. They're going to make a substitution and get it down now the far side. Sailors on defense. Game is tied 1-1. 6:57 left to play in the first quarter of action. Here's a shot, and a bounce shot goes wide. That was a heater from Victor Brooks. And Evergreen wins the chase. So now working from X, this is going to be Johnson who got the first goal. Johnson gives it over to Williams. Williams now good D there from the Sailors as Henry Jameson gets physical. Williams now switches direction, and they bring it back up top for Evergreen. Working now, this is going to be Victor Brooks again. Brooks sweeps to his right, almost thought about the shot, instead dumps it down behind the GLE to Williams. Williams now with his left hand coming around, shot low to high, that one goes wide, and Ike Alexander is just a little bit too slow on the chase. Evergreen's going to retain possession. Here we go now with William Wales. Wales quickly working it above GLE, gives it up to his midfielder, top of the box. Good defense there as the Sailors quickly get Jackson Garrett away from a shooting zone. Evergreen's going to hang on to it, though. Sailors midfielders have struggled here a little bit on defense. There's a shot and a goal with the sweeping right hand. Tanner Dunham makes it a 2-1 game. So just like that, Brian, as I was saying, that comes from that midfield position, and the Sailors' long pulls down low are doing a great job on this Evergreen attack. It's the Sailors midfielders that are going to have to shore up the defense a little bit.
Well, and they lost a lot of great players at midfield, so a lot of these younger guys having to step up. You had Brady Adams, you had DeWolf. I mean, there was just a slew of guys, and they were able to run 2-3 lines of midfield and just tire guys out. So Sailors again, first game jitters, down 2-0, and at the face-off dot.
Yeah, that's Cohen Vanderbosch.
So Vanderbosch trying, but he has a hard time. Quick little give and go, and just like that, number 10 down the grill.
That's Eli Park with the fast break goal, and I believe he was on the face-off win too. And he is clearly going to be a problem, Brian, as the Sailors begin this one 0 for 4 at the face-off X. They're going to have to make an adjustment, and they're going to have to do it quick. Looks like Cohen Vanderbosch is going to head to the wing now. Are they going to bring back Byer?
No, it looks like Xander Harvey's going to take this one.
Okay, so Xander Harvey getting his first go at the X. 5:48 left to play. Sailors trailing 3-1. Harvey seeing if he can get it done, and he's going to lose that one again. Great job there from the Evergreen face-off guy. That's Cody Kane. So once again, Sailors slough back on D. Evergreen going to slow things down, get their LSMs off, make an adjustment. Sailors trying to play a little bit more aggressive here as Reese Hoy with a little bit pressure at the midfield position. Now it's going to be Jack Albee handling the ball. Albee works it with his right hand. Now they spin it back over to the far side. Now from the top of the box, that's going to be Jackson Garrett. Garrett looking to make a move. Garrett makes a move with his right hand. Good defense there. Sends it back to the top of the box. It's worked around once more. In the corner, though, that's Jack Albee again for Evergreen. Now sends it up top to Eli Park. Park makes a move. Spins back with his left hand. Now gives it back up to Albee. Albee and Park, little two-man game, pitch and catch. They move it back below GLE. Here we go now. A try on the Sailors' defensive guy, Sean Struble. And Struble doing a good job there, keeping his composure. Now from the near side, little move from Cameron Williams, nothing doing there. And Sailors need to make an adjustment here as they have a short pull down at X. Williams is going to take advantage. He comes around left side, shot, and a good save there from Ike Alexander as Williams was trying to take advantage of the mismatch there. And Ike Alexander bails him out of that one, Harv.
Absolutely. Reese Hoy with the ball. We know he's got wheels. Sailor basketball player works it up to Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch into the box, settle things down. He's got DiBiaso down on the goal line, kicks it back up to Hoy. Hoy slides that ball across to Marshall Moss. Moss sends it down. He's one of the super sophomores here. Not a big senior class for your Steamboat Sailors, but they got a lot of sophomore and junior athletes. DiBiaso puts that ball up top to Vanderbosch. Cohen Vanderbosch with it, and that boy has grown. Vanderbosch sends it across there to Abbott Gotro, two football players playing pass and catch as they work it down to George Redfern, far side. Sailors need to settle things down. 3-1. They're down to the Evergreen Cougars with 3:44 left in this first quarter. Back up to Gotro. Gotro at the top of the box. He drives, moves down that right wing side, puts it in the slot. There's a shot, and that one gets turned away. An opportunity there from Marshall Moss to bury it, and he couldn't put it in. That ball goes out of bounds, and George Redfern's going to inbound it here. It goes off the Evergreen Cougar, and here comes Redford taking it to the box, looking for his second goal, but he loses that ball. Nice defensive play here by the Cougars, and here they come on the prowl. But a great ride by your Steamboat Sailors.
Flag down.
Until the ref blows the whistle.
And it looks like they're going to get the Sailors maybe for a slash here.
Looks like DiBiaso may be going to the box.
On a hard ride, which, let me just say, I like to see that. Anytime your attackman is, not necessarily when you're down like this, 3-1, but anytime your attackman can have a chance to put a little bit of fear into the defense, I'm okay with it. So, good ride there. It did result in the penalty. Sailors are going to be man down, and we are going to get our first look here at what looks to be a pretty good man down crew for the Sailors. Am I right about that?
Quick shout out to Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep, coming for a test nap on Loggers Lane.
And so it's going to be man up for Evergreen as they work it in from the top of the box. Quickly now, they get their offense rotating. It's going to be a shot and a good save there from Mike Alexander, a high-to-high, and he can't get the rebound. It gets pulled out of the crease. Sailors defense trying to get the GB, and that one's just going to be run out of bounds. Whistle here. Evergreen's going to slough back on defense. Sailors take over. So now from the far side, Sailors are going to play with a man down here, looking to burn this clock out and get it back to even strengths. As Ike Alexander directing his defense, as you like to say, Brian, the field general, and the Sailors are going to bring it up around the far side, immediately double team there. That is Hoy, and finally a whistle's called here. Are we going to get a timeout? It looks like it. Sailors with a good timeout there. The first of the quarter. The first of not only the quarter, but of our new head coach's career.
Absolutely.
Amos Gilbert.
And a good call. Reese Hoy had the ball. He was on the sideline. Easily could have been pushed out of bounds, which would have resulted in a turnover. So the Sailors are going to get it, and they're going to work on killing the clock here. Big shout out to Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing you local point of sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and so much more to you and your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. Also like to thank Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more. Knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. West Steamboat on Highway 40. You are tuned to KTYV Steamboat Springs. 2:31 left in this first first quarter. Steamboat Sailors scored first with a George Redfern goal, but after that, 3 quick goals by the Evergreen Cougars, and the Sailors in a bit of a hole now. 3-1 the score.
And a lot of it is because of the special teams, as we call it, Brian. The face-off has not gone the Sailors' way, and that's really the reason as to why they're losing 3-1 here. Sailors are going to come out of this timeout still a man down, I believe.
Yep.
They will have possession, though. I assume we got some wheels out there. Reese Hoy out there. Who is that on the far side going to bring it in, Brian?
That looks like Paxton Zuck, far side.
Yeah, Paxton Zuck's going to bring it in, and right away, Evergreen's going to try to get 2 guys on him, so the Sailors are going to have to do something quick here as we wait for the ref to blow the whistle. 2:31 left to go here in the first quarter, and here we go. Sailors on the far side. It's going to be George Redfern.
Redfern with the ball, taking it down that right wing side. Redfern behind the net, cruises behind X. He's got a man in his grill, quick pass across the field, up top there. That's Paxton Zuck with it. Zuck works it down that right wing side, pass and catch. Sailors can't control, and here comes Evergreen back the other way, streaking out of the zone. That's big number 12, Johnson, down that far side, and the Sailors now slowing it down, and Steamboat now back at full strength, sending the long pole onto the pitch. That's number 1, Finn Byer. So long stick midi out there as the Sailors have 4 long poles out there. Working the perimeter right now are the Cougars. Kind of slowing things down now. Back up top, far side to the box. Sailors defending with Paxton Zuck, one of our midfielders out there. We see Finn Byer, long pole midfield at the top of the box as well. Zuck defending. There's a shot. And Ike made a beautiful stop. Did he get the save there?
He did get the save. It actually, it was confusing there for a second, Brian, but it looks like it went right by Ike, just like that one did, and I think he got a piece of his stick on it, and another save there for Ike Alexander as well. He's going to come out of the crease here trying to clear this one for the Sailors. He gets leveled behind the goal. Luckily, he was able to get that one off, but you can tell he might have felt that one a little bit. Never want to see your goalie get hit like that, Brian, but either way, the Sailors with a successful clear here as they're going to handle it on the offensive end now, handling it just below the GLE. Quickly now, Evergreen's defense converges on the Sailors' attackmen. A play on is going to be called here, and the referees blow the whistle. Finally, Sailors are going to retain possession rather, and reset from the top of the box. So quickly, it is going to be Abbott Gotro. Gotro running point. He's going to make a move. Little face dodge, runs off the pick and loses it. Good defense there from Evergreen with a trail check. Sends the ball on the ground. Abbott Gotro putting his nose in the dirt there and going and getting his own ground ball. Tries to get it over to George Redfern. Redfern fighting for it. Ball's on the ground. Redfern getting physical here. And finally, Evergreen comes up with a GB. That is a big one for the Cougars as they try to clear this one all the way down the field. And they do. It's going to be Jack Albee on the offensive end. Fast break opportunity. Albee steps into one and puts one up high. Ike Alexander with another save. This one's out in front of the crease, and the Sailors trying to get possession. They're going to clear this one up the near side. Great job there from the Sailors to keep their composure. And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter here, Brian. 3-1 at the horn. Dicey situational defense there for the Sailors, but a good job prevailing off the fast break.
I'll tell you what, Ike Alexander playing big in that goal right now. He's come up with several big saves, and I'll tell you what, playing lacrosse goalie cannot be fun, but these guys are serving donuts on another planet. Ike and his brother Frank unfortunately hurt himself skiing this year. He's done for his senior year. So Ike manning the pipes, although Cannon Wilson, who played a little bit JV, I don't know, did he play the whole game? 3/4 of the game,
and I want to say
backing him up.
I want to say, Brian, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but last year when the season ended the way it did against Air Academy in the playoffs, I believe Ike Alexander was the goalie on that play, correct?
It was, and Ike, Frank had kind of dinged himself up, so they kind of
in that game.
Yeah, went back and forth. Frank started the season really as the starter. They did split quite a bit.
He started that game too, I believe, and then they went and they switched it up at halftime.
Yep, and Ike got that second half, and
he he's no stranger to big games.
Oh, absolutely not. And Ike is a big, solid boy. He's definitely, having coached him in hockey when he was younger, he's a very vocal player. He's a great goaltender because you played some defense. He's one of those guys that's going to tell his defenders where they are. He's going to work the clear, but I'll tell you what, he's come up with some big saves there. So after one quarter, Steamboat Sailors down 3-1, getting ready for second quarter action. Big shout out, of course, to Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law. When life finds you in the penalty box, give the law offices of Ellens and Strom a call. Go to ellensandstrom.com for all your legal needs, criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and so much more. Also, a big shout out to the Paoli Group with the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency. Chris Paoli and his team have all your real estate needs covered, the Paoli Group.
It's been a combination of Eli Park and Cody Kane at the Face-Off X for the Evergreen Cougars, and they have been dominant. 4-0 if you include the opening face-off for the Evergreen Cougars. Sailors struggling at the Face-Off X. They're going to go back to Finn Byer here with the long pull, and he loses another one as Evergreen pulls it away. That's going to be Aiden Lawson, the long pull, getting the GB there, and the face-off win for Evergreen. So now quickly, the Cougars are going to take possession this quarter, moving right to left on your radio dial. They're going to slow things down here and take it behind X. Working it now is going to be William Wales. Wales quickly works it up top. Handled now by Johnny Grube. Back over to Jackson Garrett. Garrett works it back down low where they have been successful here this evening. There's a shot and a sailing over the head of Ike Alexander.
I got a feeling Xander's going to get called.
Yeah, William Wales with the shot there for Evergreen. The flags are flying for the referees, and this call is going to be...
I think it's going to be against Evergreen.
I think it is going to be
warding.
Yeah, they did call warding. It's going to be against Evergreen. Sailors are going to look to be a man up here.
So the Sailors will have possession.
Sailors will they? No. Because Evergreen won the chase. So Evergreen is going to have possession. However, they will be a man down. So the Sailors' defense here is going to have to get on to Wales quickly. He's going to take it from the near side. William Wales.
So William Wales with the ball here.
So now they're saying it was on Steamboat.
Left side, kicks it back up to the top of the box. He works it over there to Eli Park. Park inside, and a quick shot, and what a stop again.
Shot it right into the breadbasket of Ike Alexander, and he's going to bring this one out of the crease, trying to clear. Just a bad shot there from Evergreen's man-up squad, and George Redford can't quite handle it. Excuse me, that was Reese Hoy, and Evergreen's going to retain possession here. Fast break opportunity. They're going to have a shot. William Wales gets absolutely put to the floor with a great play there from Finn Byer coming in out of nowhere. There's your hockey hit right there, Brian. And
so here comes Steamboat.
Saves the goal.
Steamboat coming out. And it goes over midfield. Sailors are still going to have a man advantage here for just a wee little bit. Let's see if they convert. That's Paxton Zuck. He works it down to George Redford. Redford behind the net at X. Redford with a man in his grill. Going right to left across the field. Now he comes back the other way. And we are going to get a whistle here. And it looks like... what was the call there? Wasn't warding, because
looks like
so Evergreen with the ball.
Looks like it might have been offsides.
Quick Gilman clear, and here comes Evergreen back out into the box. Long shot, top shelf. That makes it 4-1.
That was Johnson with the big right hand. Once again, the midfielders for Evergreen doing a great job here. That makes it a 4-1 game. All of a sudden, Sailors are going to have to make some adjustments here. 10-10 left to go in the first half as we will head back to the face-off X. So, the call, it looks like the Sailors might have been offsides there, Brian. They gave the ball back to Evergreen, and in turn, Evergreen turned it into a pretty quick fast break and a goal. So 4-1.
And this is Chase Rima with the face-off here, number 48, who's not on our program at home.
Chase Rima going against Finn Beyer once again. He has had his number so far. Let's see if Beyer can get one off on him, as Vanderbosch is going to come in from the near side, and Vanderbosch has a chance at the GB. It's going to be kicked away for a moment, and finally the Sailors are going to be able to record their first face-off victory as Finn Beyer comes up with the ground ball. He's looking to clear it away, and a good job there as Redfern takes possession. Redfern bringing it in. He's got nobody in front of him. Redfern spins. Redfern has it with his left hand. Redfern with a shot, and that one goes wide. Good effort there from George Redfern as the Sailors win the chase. It'll be DiBiaso bringing it in from the far side just below GLE. Sailors midfielders looking to reset here. It's going to be Reese Hoy. Hoy gives it over to Gotro. Gotro now at the top of the box. Back now to Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch with it in his right hand. Dumps it down low to George Redfern. It looks like he might try to make a move here, running off the pick. Now he's going to take it behind X. Pump fake. Keeps it. George Redfern now working on the far side. He's defended by Caleb Lessig, who's done a pretty good job on him this afternoon. Redfern now up top to Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch makes a move.
That's Hoy.
Excuse me, Hoy. Yeah, Vanderbosch is 13. Hoy number 3 for your boys in white. Hoy gets away from the defender. Hoy dumps it down low. Now it's back to X. It's going to be Redfern. Redfern looking and spinning and gets a shot off, but a good save there. It is going to be tipped away. Sailors looking to get the ground ball just here on the near side, trying to keep it from going out of bounds, but a good shoulder check there sends Reese Hoy into the stands, and it will be Evergreen taking over.
And that was actually Lyle Henninger who got that shot off from behind the net. 19 and 10, they look a lot alike. But here comes the Cougars into the Steamboat territory. Long pole, bringing it back behind the goal line to X. Sailors setting up on D here. Steamboat needs a stop here, down 4-1 with 8:32 left in this ball game. Sailors need a defensive stand here and a turnover as quickly as possible, as Evergreen working the ball back up to the top of the box. That's number 28, Johnson. Johnson up top, working. And they're going to just slow it down right now as the Sailors are now packing the box a little bit. Back up top, that's number 10 with the ball, Eli Park. He's been dangerous. There's a shot and a goal.
Really great move there from Eli Park, and he's had the ball in his stick for the majority of the game here for Evergreen. We've seen him at attack. That goal right there coming from midfield and makes it a 5-1 game. Eli Park, number 10 for Evergreen, continuing to pour it on. And once again, Brian, I know I sound like a broken record, and everybody here that's watching this game knows, but it is all starting at the face-off X. Sailors need to get some wins here, and they need to string them back to back.
This game is a possession-oriented game, and the face-off is such an important position. The Sailors now sending Cohen Vanderbosch out to the face-off X. Let's see if Vanderbosch, who's sort of matches up with Rima here, size-wise anyway. Both stocky kids, but Rima
just so quick on the clamp
and brings it down that right wing side. And with possession, the Cougars, Sailors back defending, down 5-1, 7:52 left in this first half. Working the perimeter right now are the Cougars. Up top, defending there, that's big number 12, Paxton Zuck. Playing midfield, Henry Jamison on the far side, working behind X, behind the net, and coming up this near side, and we've got a flag, and that one's going to go against Steamboat.
Yeah, I got him in the helmet there. That was Sean Struble.
And Struble's a beast on the football field. There's a shot depossessed there by Xander Harvey, the sophomore. So Struble and Harvey, two sophomores right now. Again, a very young defensive unit out here. Sailors are going to be a man down. Big shout out to our friends at Mountain Eye Works, helping you and the refs see better. For all your eye care needs in Central Park Plaza and in Craig, online at mountainEyeworks.com.
So the Sailors going to be a man down after the Struble hit to the head. Just got a little bit careless with his stick there. And Evergreen's going to have a man-up opportunity now. Working, it's going to be Eli Park. He just had the last goal. Now they work it down below X. It's going to be William Wales handling it. Wales and Park running the two-man game. Good rotational offense here for Evergreen. They get it down low. Good defense here as the Sailors recover. William Wales now brings it back to X, and they're going to reset. Now on the far side, Sailors defense doing a good job there. Evergreen retains possession. Sailors trying to burn the clock. Wales, pump fake, tries to get it to his midfielder there. It's going to be batted down by the Sailors defense. Good job getting their stick in the passing lane, and the Sailors come up with a big ground ball, trying to clear it away, and a physical clear here by Paxton Zuck, yeah. He's trying to dump it off, getting absolutely hammered. Gets it to his defenseman, and the Sailors once more trying to get it beyond midfield. Almost ran out of time there, and they just beat the buzzer. A great man-down clear from the Sailors defense, and they're just going to try to kill the clock. That was great situational defense there, Brian.
Yeah, and the Sailors got lucky. I was like, it feels like that clock is going to run out. How much time, you're the lacrosse man, do they have to clear across midfield, Lowen?
10 seconds.
All right.
I think it's 10 seconds.
And that felt like that was 9.5 by the time they got it across. DiBiaso with the ball behind the net, working it up that far side. Up to Hoy. Hoy to the top of the box. That is your Steamboat Sailors, Tyler Grove. Tyler Grove, the sophomore with wheels. He penetrates and then comes, retreats, kicks it back up to the top of the box. Sailors now playing catch along the top of the box. Big number 25, Abbott Gotro. Gotro in, shot. That one goes wide. Sailors first to end line, at goal line, or excuse me, to the end line. They'll grab that ball, and it's going to be George Redfern from behind the net. 5:35 left in this second quarter. Sailors down 5-1.
20 seconds, Brian. 20 seconds in high school.
Okay.
So 20 seconds to clear the ball. It's going to be the Sailors working, trying to get one more on the board as they trail 5-1. Lyle Henninger, haven't heard his name a lot. There's going to be a flag here. Sailors going to have an opportunity. Shot and a save there from Evergreen. It's going to be blown dead, but the Sailors are going to be a man up.
Tyler Grove had an opportunity as he streaked in and got himself one-on-one with the goalie. Tried to bounce it by him, but a good save there by the Evergreen goalkeeper.
And so the Sailors man up. This is a huge opportunity as they are trailing 5-1. But we know this, Brian. Goals come in bunches, and this is where it starts, especially getting some momentum on the man-up side of things is going to be huge. We'll see if the Sailors can do it here.
Johnny Grube, the goaltender here for the Evergreen Cougars, has had a solid game here. He's made some big saves.
He's been very good.
So the Sailors having a hard time getting it by him. Lyle Henninger is going to take the ball up, kicks it up to the top of the box there to Vander Bosch. Vander Bosch slides it across, back over as the Sailors are working at Grove. Oh, Henninger fanned on it. Ball's down. Who's going to come up with it? And there's a push from behind.
And Henninger didn't even really get hit on that. It looks like he just kind of whiffed.
Yeah, he just couldn't catch it. So Henninger with the ball now. Sailors get it after the whistle. Sailors working it around Vander Bosch up to the top. And that's number 29 there, Marshall Moss. He's a sophomore. There's a shot.
Yeah, Marshall Moss getting some run here on the man-up crew. And a big-time chase there from Grubel, the goaltender. And you can hear the Sailors fans can't believe it. Grubel wins the chase, and now he's going to have 20 seconds himself to get it down for Evergreen. Whistles here.
Oh, it's going to be Sailor ball. So offsides, I think, on the play. So Steamboat gets lucky there.
Sailor's going to take it in now from the near side. It's going to be Marshall Moss. Marshall Moss with it in his left hand. Dumps it down low. Here's Redfern. Sailor's going to slow things down here. Redfern going to eye up his opponent. Now send it over across the field. Quickly now up to the midfielders. There's a shot. That one goes wide. Good effort there as Tyler Grove just couldn't get that one on cage. So 4:18 left to go. Sailors still trailing 5-1. They win the chase. It's going to be Redfern once more from below GLE. Redfern works it over. Now back up top to the midfielders from the top of the box. That's Abbott Gotro. Gotro, he's going to take on his defenseman. Sweeping with the right hand. Switches back to his left. Now kicks it back up. This is going to be the Sailors once more. Grove driving. He tried to get a shot off again and just got trail checked by the Evergreen defense there. And Sailors Sailors going to make a quick change on the offensive end. That was Grove sprinting off the field. Not sure what happened there, but the Sailors lose possession and Evergreen takes over.
Great ride here by the Sailors, though, as they are not letting these guys out. George Redford intercepts, and here comes Redford back the other way. He took a stick to the face. Sailors have possession. Henninger can't quite come up with it. He does. There's a shot, and that one goes wide of the goal. And the Sailors are getting some opportunities here, not converting. 5-1 the score.
Yeah.
3:28 left in this first half. Big shout out to One Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto. Same great service, same great place for all your automotive repair needs on Copper Ridge Drive.
Yeah, that was Lyle Henninger getting the shot off once again. He's got a big right hand, Henninger, and he's kind of been quiet over there in the corner for the majority of this game, and it'll be interesting to see how many more opportunities he gets here as we run down. 3:28 left to go in the first half of action here at Gardner Field. Sailors going to handle it from behind at X. Not sure what's going on here with the referees. Some confusion throughout this game, especially bringing the ball in. A little miscommunication there, and now here we have the Sailors taking it at X. So DiBiaso working. Little two-man game with Henninger. He's got it on the far side. Now back up to the midfielders. They're going to get a shot off and a good save there. Not quite the shot you want if you're the Sailors. That was Marshall Moss with just kind of a soft shot from that top side, and it's going to be Evergreen with a clearing opportunity, Harv.
And here comes Evergreen back the other way. Long pole shot. Oh, Ike Alexander with another big save.
Just goes wide there. Evergreen's going to win the chase.
Thought he may have gotten a stick on it, but maybe not. My eyes deceive me. I need to go see Dr. Erica at Mountain Eye Works. Sailors now defending with the long pole. That's number 15, Jake Davidoff. So controlling the ball here, number 28. Go ahead and take over, Lowen.
Yeah, Sailors on defense here, and really right now Evergreen, what they're trying to do is use the clock to their advantage. They're not in a huge rush. You can tell they're trying to draw up some things offensively. They're going to get a little substitution here. Ball almost rolls out of bounds, but it's going to be kept in. Here is Johnson from the near side. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Paxton Zuck. Going to take him on. Little face dodge there. Little in-and-out move. And a shot and a goal. Wow. Little bing-bang play as William Wales put it away. So that was Johnson to Wales right on the doorstep of the crease. Just caught the Sailors' defense sleeping there for a second. 6-1.
2:09 left in this first half. I'd like to thank our friends at Steamboat Roofing for all your roofing needs. Go to steamboatroofing.com, helping the Sailors raise the roof after every victory. And, of course, a big shout-out to our friends at Steamboat Motors. Ford, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks with store-to-door service and online at steamboatmotors.com. West Steamboat on Highway 40. So Sailors back to the face-off X.
It's going to be Cohen Vanderbosch, and he looked like he won the clamp initially. Loses the ground ball, and that's another win for Evergreen as they're going to take possession. 6-1 now. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half here at Gardner Field. Evergreen slowing things down. Sailors need to create a turnover here.
So Chase Rima is coming off the field. He's hobbling with what looks like an ankle injury.
Interesting.
That could be a break for your Steamboat Sailors.
Yeah, that is a very good tidbit there. Rima, again, the all-star face-off guy for this Evergreen team, has not lost yet today. Potentially dealing with an injury. So here we go, Sailors on defense. It's going to be Evergreen trying to get something going. Sweeping right hand. It's going to be worked down to X. Now pirouetting around the crease. There's a shot and a good save there from Mike Alexander. Just batted it away as Johnson thought he had one going low. $1:19 left to go. Sailors trailing 6-1. The chase is going to be won by Evergreen as they'll retain possession. Timeout's going to be called, and we're going to have a quick break.
I'd like to thank our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending, member FDIC. Also like to thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Coming for a test nap today in Loggers Lane. And right now, I think our youth and inexperience at midfield is kind of the difference as your Sailors, right now just getting outmanned by a really good Evergreen team. You played this game back in high school. Evergreen has consistently had a great team throughout the years.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those teams, Brian, that you kind of circle on on the schedule. What Evergreen is a taste of the type of teams that you're going to see in the playoffs. And, I know that for the majority of this season, the Sailors are going to go toe-to-toe with a lot of these mountain western slope teams, and that's great. A lot of those teams are good, don't get me wrong, but Evergreen is a taste of kind of that front range, kind of that next level. And honestly, it's a good game to have at the beginning of the season. Sailors getting punched in the mouth right now. It's going to be interesting to see what type of adjustments they make and what type of adjustments Amos Gilbert makes. We got to keep in mind this is his first game at the helm here for the Sailors.
Yeah, and also keep in mind that Evergreen lost to the Sailors in the playoff kind of badly last year. They had a down year.
Yeah.
And so I think they probably circled this game on the schedule after they lost their first game of the season. They're 0-1 coming in here. They want that win. And
we were on the call for that game, and at that time, this Evergreen team was kind of the young team.
Yes.
So now they've had a chance to grow. Clearly, you can see it between the pipes with their goaltender. Clearly, you can see it at the face-off X. This is a really solid team through and through.
Evergreen with the ball, working the perimeter. That's Jack Albee. Albee slides that ball across far side to big number 10, Eli Park, who's been dangerous. Back to behind the net. There's a shot, and that one goes over Alexander, and it looks like it's going to be Steamboat ball. Great defensive play there by Seamus Malia.
Yeah, and a good job on the Sailors winning the chase there. That's another important aspect of the game, winning those missed shots, winning those chases. That's going to result in a lot of advanced possession calls too. Good check there from the Evergreen defense. It's no match for Abbott Gocho, though, as he brings it up. Sailors clear it away. Here's George Redford. Redford looking to get anything on the board for the Sailors. Little pump fake as he takes it behind X, trying to work the two-man game with Henninger. It's going to be over in the far side. Redfern handling it. Now the Sailors going to reset. It's going to be Vanderbosch at the top of the box. Excuse me, not Vanderbosch. Reese Hoy, rather, as he takes it with his right hand. Hoy working. Good defense there from Evergreen. Hoy works it back down low. So now it's going to be Redfern. They're going to give him an opportunity. Redfern tiptoeing along the crease. Right-hand shot. That one goes in. And Redfern with a shot that goes into the bottom right corner. Coming around the crease hot. We've seen him do that time and time again. Makes it a 6-2 ball game.
And what set that goal up was a pick by DiBiaso. That was a great play by the junior. Set it up. Stood strong. Didn't move his feet. Picked that defender, and George took advantage of it as he had a little bit of an opening. You don't want to give Redfern that if you're on defense.
Yeah.
6-2 the score, 11.5 seconds left. Let's see if Finn Byer can get one here and the Sailors can get a quick transitional goal.
Yeah, Evergreen's going to be looking to get something quick here, too. We'll see if they win the clamp here, as they have done so many times. It looks like they got their face-off guy back out there. Rima. 11.5 seconds on the clock. Like you said, Rima quickly now wins the clamp. Can he get it out of his stick? Looking for the fast break. He gets it off, gets the pass off. Are they going to have enough time? And a whistle's going to be called here with 1.9 seconds on the clock. That was executed perfectly by Evergreen. Sailors were able to get back quickly enough, and we have a man down for the Cougars now. Again, 1.9 seconds to go here in the first half at Gardner Field.
1.9 seconds left. Steamboat Sailors down 6-2, though George Redfern with both Steamboat Sailors goals. Got to figure out this face-off because that's been the name of the game.
Yeah, they can hang with these guys, Brian. You are not getting dominated in any aspect of this game besides at the face-off X, and I think that's what you got to be telling your players if you're Amos Gilbert in the locker room at halftime. But, hey, give credit to them, Evergreen, on that face-off situational. Yeah. That was really well done, and they almost got the goal. Just couldn't quite get the pass off quick enough, but that was a really well done fast break in a short clock situation from Evergreen.
At this point, we haven't seen Caden Solentich take a face-off. He had taken some and was winning a lot of face-offs last year as a freshman, and he's a bigger, stronger kid. He's one of those state championship winning hockey players. I get a feeling we may see him come out as they're going to just try everybody at this point.
Like I said, Brian, we had about 4 years there straight of Kirby brothers.
I'd say 6.
Seriously, which is a luxury to have. Having guys who are specific Fogos, it is a crucial part of the makeup of these teams, and so now, we have run out of Kirbys, and so the Sailors are going to be looking for a solution.
I think we have some younger ones coming up. Grant Burrows' boy, I think, is coming up. Part of the family.
Conrad Conrad might end up being a solid athlete for sure.
And I know that Sundays is face-off day over at the Kirby Burrow House.
So the Sailors they're going to have to find somebody to fill those shoes. So 1.9 seconds, not really going to have an opportunity here for anything, as this one's just going to be fired away. Evergreen on the road here at Gardner Field, going to head into the locker room up 6-2, Harv.
So tough one right now. Sailors, as you said, getting punched in the mouth. But we are far from over, and as you know, Lowen, goals, they are scored in bunches. We've had 2 from George Redfern and 6 goals from the Evergreen Cougars. We'll be back here in just a few on your
Sailor Sports Radio Network.
We won't be. Hold on one second. Having some challenges here. There we go. Big shout out, of course, to our friends at Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing you local point-of-sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and so much more to you and your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Stop in for a test nat today. Go see Harris, Charlie, and the gang at Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Easy to find on Loggers Lane. We'll be back with Steamboat Sailors. Boys Lacrosse, your Sailors down 6-2 after one half of play. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial. You can listen and watch this game thanks to Stu from Steamboat Lumber running the camera at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. And of course, online, you can listen at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Owens and Strong Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eyeworks,
One-Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Mountain Eyeworks, open for all your eye care needs. Whether you're on the field, court, or ice, Mountain Eyeworks will help you play to the best of your ability.
Mountain Eyeworks! Let our family help your family see better.
Dr. Erica Musgrove and Dr. Brian Williams provide comprehensive eye care for all ages.
Come see all the latest fashions in glasses and sunglasses. Mountain Eyeworks, located in Central Park Plaza in Steamboat and Victory Way in Quay.
Schedule an appointment today at mountainEyeworks.com. Go Sailors!
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group, supported by the Group Real Estate.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors!
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Jason here with One-Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. 85 octane, 87 octane, or 91 octane. What is the difference and what do you choose when you're at the gas pump? The higher the octane levels, for higher the performance engine. Filling up with premium is only necessary if it is recommended by the vehicle manufacturer. Check your manual for their recommendations. In most cases, 85 octane is the one you choose when you're at the pump. That's your tip of the day from One-Off Auto Center. Call us today or book online at oneoffautocenter.com. One-Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is George Redfern. I'm number 10 and I play attack. I've been playing lacrosse since I can remember.
Weren't you born with a stick?
Pretty much. My goals for this team, I think we're capable of winning states, so I think that'd be great. And I want to help out a lot as my personal goal and play well this season. I focus on school outside of this sport, and my favorite class has to be biology, AP Bio. I'm going to play a ton of lacrosse this summer to help out our team next year, and after I graduate, I want to go into biotech. My favorite movie is Cars. My name is George Redfern, and I am proud to be a Steamboat sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student-athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor sports broadcasts.
Steamboat Roofing Company proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Every 36 seconds, a vehicle is stolen in the United States. Cars are an important investment, and you have the power to protect it. Remove valuables from your car or place out of view. Roll up your windows completely. Don't leave your car running while unattended, especially during the winter. And always lock your doors and take your keys or fob with you. If you know something about a vehicle theft, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB.
This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group, supported by the Group Real Estate.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors!
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Frank Alexander, and I'm number 27, and I'm a goalie. I've been playing this sport for like 7 years, and my goal for the team is to make state and do really well. My personal goals are to get better at clearing and just improve the defense. I like to drive, and I like to hang out with my friends outside of sports. And my favorite class in school is science because we do fun science experiments. This summer I'm going to work with my family and just try to make as much money as I can. And my plans after graduation are to attend Wyoming and try to be on their football program. My favorite movie is Big Fish because it reminds me of my dad. And I am Frank Alexander, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Making the Yampa Valley a better place is Steamboat Motors. And today, we're featuring the Boys and Girls Club of Northwest Colorado.
Hey, high schoolers, it's Reed from the Boys and Girls Club. Join us every Friday night this winter at 7 p.m. for fun, free events just for you at the Boys and Girls Club Gym. Trivia, dodgeball, paint and sip, DJs, and more. Check out our website for details at bgcnwc.org/high school. That's bgcnwc.org/high school.
Sponsored by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat on Highway 40. Or shop them online at steamboatmotors.com.
SteamboatMotors.com.
Are you facing a legal dispute that needs resolution? This is Sarah Strom with the law offices of Ellens & Strom. Whether you're dealing with a contract issue, property rights dispute, general liability, or any other civil matter, we have the confidence and experience to guide you through the legal process and help you achieve the best possible outcome. With a track record of success throughout litigation and trial, your case is in good hands. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a free consultation. That's ELENZSTROM.com. Don't let legal issues overwhelm you. Call today and get your peace back.
Mountain Eyeworks, open for all your eye care needs. Whether you're on the field, court, or ice, Mountain Eyeworks will help you play to the best of your ability.
Mountain Eyeworks. Let our family help your family see better.
Dr. Erica Musgrove and Dr. Brian Williams provide comprehensive eye care for all ages.
Come see all the latest fashions in glasses and sunglasses. Mountain Eyeworks, located in Central Park Plaza in Steamboat and Victory Way in Quigg.
Schedule an appointment today at MountainEyeworks.com, helping you and the rest see better. Go Sailors!
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Jake Davidoff. I broke my hip this year, so I don't have a number. I've been playing the sport pretty much my whole life. My goals for the team are to make state. Personal goals for the season, just recover quickly and get better with my stick. I play soccer and I snowboard. My favorite class in school is chemistry because I love to see the way things react with each other. Over summer, I went to California and I went on a backpacking trip for 3 weeks. My favorite movie is Cars because it's the greatest movie of all time. My name's Jake Davidoff and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
What's your recovery time here?
Looking towards the end of summer.
All right, well, get better, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Don't move. The face-off is just moments away. Now, we join the call of Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse.
We are back live at Gardner Field. Your Steamboat Sailors won the face-off, actually, but have lost possession of it here as Evergreen has the ball, just getting underway here. 10:53 left in this third quarter. There's a shot and a save by Ike Alexander behind the cage. It goes. Quick pass out front. Another shot. That one's turned away, and it looks like Sailors are going to be first to the end line, and it will be Steamboat ball. Davidoff gets it in quick, and here come your Steamboat Sailors as they try to break it out of their own end. Steamboat working it up that far side. And that's Vanderbosch. Cohen down the right wing side, brings it into the box, and comes across, moving right to left, near to far. And now Henninger. Henninger back to Cohen. Vanderbosch with the ball. Cohen's going to slide that one over. That's big number 29, Marshall Moss, the sophomore, back to X, and that's DiBiaso with the ball. Ethan behind the net. Now he kicks it up here this right wing side. Reese Hoy with it. Hoy slowing it down and now kicks it to Vanderbosch up top, center of the box. Now they work it to the far side, working the perimeter. Redford now with the ball at the goal line. Redford now retreats behind the net. He's got a little bit of help there. Trying to set up the pick is Hoy. And that's unsuccessful. And dodging behind the net. And here comes Redford looking as he's trying to find somebody. And now retreats again behind the goal line. Redford trying to set something up. Sailors want to cut this lead in half as they're down 6-2, just starting. Redford again, still with the ball, kind of running point from behind the net at X. He's got two defenders on it. Turns, kicks that ball away. Sailors have an opening. Henninger centering pass, but that one's going to go over and back, and it will be Cougar possession.
So a bad pass there from the Sailors offense just goes beyond midfield. It's going to be Evergreen with their first offensive opportunity here of the first half. 6-2 lead, 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter of action. Here come the Cougars as the sunset dawns beyond Emerald Mountain. A beautiful evening here at Gardner Field, the season opener for the Steamboat Sailors boys lacrosse team as they look to have a big year this season after a heartbreaking loss last year. 6-2 here on your Sailors Sports Radio Network. It's going to be the Evergreen Cougars working it. Good defense there from the Sailors. They get it below GLE. It's going to be worked down behind the goal now to X, and slowing things down is going to be the Cougars. Now working it over to the far side, trying to get it back into the stick of the midfielders. Quickly now it's Wales. Wales with the big right hand and immediately gets double teamed, loses the ball for a moment. That one goes out of bounds, and that's a great defensive effort from the Sailors as they take over.
Henry Jamison with the ball for the Steamboat Sailors. He's going to bring it in, and here comes Steamboat up the other way as number 12, Paxton Zuck, who's having a good game at midfield, bringing the ball up, splits the defenders, makes it across midfield, across to Redfern. Redfern now, right wing side, is going to bring it back behind the net.
Sailors reset.
DiBiaso now with the ball at X. DiBiaso bringing it up over the goal line, near side here, up to that left wing. Steamboat again working that perimeter.
That's Grove.
Tyler Grove in, and he gets a shot at the goal. So Tyler Grove makes it 6-3. Nice possession there, and a good start to this second half. What happened, Lowen?
Well, what happened, Brian? We weren't quite on the air yet, but Baron Fleming won the opening faceoff for the Sailors, and I know it didn't directly have an effect on that play there, but ultimately that's what got this offensive possession started for the Sailors and ultimately resulted in a goal, the first one of Tyler Grove's varsity career.
So the Sailors are going to send Baron Fleming back to the face-off dot at the center S. They've got Jake Davidoff here with a long stick midi near side, and it looks like, is it Finn Chapman on the far side? No, that's Vanderbosch.
Whistle called here. It looks like it was covered up by the Sailors, so Evergreen's going to take over. They give possession to the Cougars as Rima's going to drop back and take a substitution, slowing things down here. 6-3 left to go here, 7.5 minutes to go. Third quarter action here at Gardner Field. It's going to be Eli Park back in the game for the Cougars. He had a couple goals in that first half. Working it now at the top is Jack Albee. Albee with his right hand. Good defense there. Gets it down low to his attackman. Work it around. That's Williamson. Now it goes behind X. Quickly now back up to the midfielders. Here's a move. Here's a shot. Here's a sailing wide shot as that one just misses. Ike Alexander couldn't quite get the chase there, and it's going to be Evergreen retaining possession. Now here working it X, quickly pirouetting around the crease. That shot goes wide as well, and once again the Cougars win the chase. So a couple of quick opportunities there for Evergreen, none of them able to connect with the twine. Ike Alexander doing a great job there between the pipes. Evergreen's going to take over now on the far side. Sailors still on defense. They handle this little two-man game as they look to set the pick down at X. A little dink and dunk there, and a whistle's going to be called. The goal is not going to count, and it's going to be the Sailors getting a crease call to go their way. I believe the midfielder there for Evergreen got called in the crease. The goal did not count. It was a good effort, but the Sailors will take over.
Ike Alexander with the ball in his crease, sends it up this near side there. That's Cohen Vanderbosch. Vanderbosch, the big guy, trying to split the midfielders. Now he's going to have to retreat. As Lowen said, JMO with the ball. We've got 20 seconds to get across midfield. Now they do on the far side there as Marshall Moss wheeling it across midfield, getting that ball up. He gets knocked, but the Sailors able to control. Redfern with the ball to DiBiaso behind the net. Now they kick it up top. Sailors working it. That's Reese Hoy. Hoy in the box near side, left wing side. Now across to Gotro. Abbott Gotro now brings it across the top of the box, down that right lane, down to Redfern. Circles. Oh, he's looking. He's got it. Got a man. Yeah, he's got two men on him.
Good defense there from Evergreen.
Yeah, he's attracting a lot of attention. If he can find the open man, good things will happen.
Trying to run off the pick again here.
So Redfern right now has the ball here near side. Kicks it up top. Sailors working it. That's Tyler Grove. Grove with some wheels. Number 4. Grove down that right side. He's got an opening. Oh, he shoots that one just wide. Looking for his second goal of the second half. 6-3 the score. 5:22 left in this third quarter. Sailors showing signs of life flowing.
Yeah, Grove, kind of a smaller midfielder, having the Evergreen defense having a tough time keeping track of him. He's just kind of small.
He's quick
out there, super quick, super agile, and he's getting some good looks here, Tyler Grove. So now it's going to be the Sailors now working. This is going to be Reese Hoy. Hoy with the big right hand, gives it into his midfielder. That is going to be Grove, and that's Henninger with the shot and the goal. So Henninger with the quick stick there. I think Grove had it for a moment. Henninger picked it up and was able to bury it in the back of the net. So all of a sudden, Brian, it is a 2-goal game as the Sailors trail 6-4 off the Henninger goal.
Absolutely monsters. Henninger with a really heads-up play. The ball was just sitting there in front of the net in the slot as
Grove went for the initial shot. It was good defense from Evergreen. He got the ball knocked out of his stick, and Henninger came in to clean it up, got the ground ball, and will get credit for the goal as well as he makes it a 2-goal game. 6-4 here. 5:01 left to play. Sailors back at the face-off X. They're going to lose this one after a couple of good efforts from Bear and Fleming. Can't get that one to go. It's going to be Evergreen handling it on the near side. This is going to be Rima as he dumps it off to his midfielder, and he's going to try to get off here after another successful face-off attempt from Rima. He's a junior, right, Brian? A junior or a senior for Rima?
Rima, I think, is younger, number 48.
Yeah, great face-off guy.
Junior.
And it's going to be Evergreen handling it here from the top of the box. Driving in. Good Sailors defense here on the far side. Ball goes down for a moment. Evergreen's able to pick it up. Crowd getting into it now. Good defense there. And that looks like
Sean Struble.
Yeah, Sean Struble with a very physical encounter over on the far side. Pushes the attackman all the way out of bounds. Sailors going to get possession here, and the Sailors are going to have 20 seconds to clear it up midfield.
And they almost do, but that one's intercepted.
Vander Bosch gets put on the ground, and Evergreen takes it away. Fast break opportunity here for Williamson. Williamson finds the open man. Bad pass. Sailors able to recover, and all of a sudden this one's going to be reset. So a great job there. Sailors on the recovery. Johnson's going to handle it for Evergreen now on the near side. Back up top just below midfield, it will be Eli Park. Park trying to run the two-man game, him and William Wales. It's been so effective here this evening. Now up top, Sailors midfielder defense has had trouble here as Wales gets it down to his attackman. And that's going to be that's going to be Williams working now at X. Williams to Johnson. Working it around the horn. Now it's back up top. Here's another opportunity for the midfielders of Evergreen. Nothing doing there. It gets back down below GLE. This is going to be Williamson with an opportunity. He has it in his left hand. Sailors defense doing a good job there. Clock continues to run. 3:15 left to go here in the third quarter of action. Another little move from the top of the box. Sailors with a good job there as they've cleaned up the defensive effort from their midfielders. Now we're going to see a pick set behind X. Evergreen attackman looking to get something going. That's Eli Park once more. Park over to Williamson with his left hand, and once again, nothing doing. Sailors, great defense here. It's Jack Albee. Albee spins. Albee thought he had the angle, can't get it off, and once again, the ball is on the ground. Can the Sailors come up with it? It's a ground ball all the way out in front of him, and that is a great job from Xander Harvey. He's got the fast break opportunity. Xander Harvey with the long pole, taking it all the way down. Harvey loses it, and he's able to get it off to George Redfern on the far side. It's going to be chased after, and finally, the Sailors still trying to corral the ground ball. They're going to finally come up with it, Harvey. And
Redfern was just wow.
Yeah.
So Xander Harvey with an incredible play.
Harvey's got to look up, though. I will say that was a great play from Xander Harvey, but he has to keep his head up. He has to look downfield. I'm all for long poles taking the shot. I think it's cool, but the best thing you can do in that situation is keep your eyes downfield because there was multiple open attackmen on that play. Should have been a fast break goal.
Well, and he passed it too late, but Xander Harvey with the wheels, and he's going to learn. He's just a sophomore, played JV last year. He actually chose to play JV last year and they wanted him to play varsity, but he wanted the playing time. He wanted to get better. He studied under the tutelage of Kevin Sankey.
Not to mention he was on the state championship hockey team as well, Harvey. So this is a good kid to have on your team, a kid that knows what it's like to win, and a kid who's ultimately going to make some big plays for you this season, just like that.
So he got the loose ground ball in front of the net, was able to he turns on the afterburners. He's a gazelle. His mom was a Division I hockey player. His dad was soccer player. His dad was a Division I hockey player for Minnesota Duluth. He's got great lineage right there, great genes. Not from this Harvey family, but Xander Harvey able to fly down the field. I think we're going to see that, and I bet next time, because Xander's a smart kid, he's going to dump that ball off.
So the timeout here for the Sailors, there was no penalty. I thought there was a penalty.
I thought Redfern got it back.
Well, he did.
Smart timeout, though, right?
Smart timeout. Yes, it did sound like that hit on Redfern. It sounded like they were going to call a penalty, but they did not. So the Sailors are going to retain possession here. 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. It is 6-4 here at Gardner Field. It is getting a little bit dark out here as the Sailors are going to try to get something going on offense.
So DiBiaso with the ball on the far side at the goal line. DiBiaso retreats back behind the net, bringing it across far to near. Gets the pick there from Tyler Grove. DiBiaso still with the ball. Now he works it in. Nifty little play. That shot goes wide, and a good play here by Tyler Grove. Gets to the end line first. Now Grove, the sophomore, is going to take it. Tyler Grove, he's got wheels. His older brother, a running back here for the Sailors, graduated last year. Good to see Grove out there, the sophomore, working it up top. With the ball there, that's Vanderbosch. Cohen Vanderbosch. Sailors working it around the perimeter to Hoy. Hoy to Redfern. Redfern up top now. They're going to move him around just to try to work that defense a little bit, make them think. DiBiaso tries to drive from the left wing side, now up to the top of the box. Redfern now driving across down that right side to the goal line. He goes.
Good position from Evergreen there on defense.
As they, ride him wide. And here comes Redfern from behind X. Redfern looks to dodge. Can't drive it in now across to Henninger. Lyle Henninger with the ball. Kicks it up left wing side to Hoy. Excuse me. That's, it's Hoy. Hoy with the ball. Hoy slides across and now back up to the top of the box, and he's going to leave that one for Vanderbosch. Cohen Vanderbosch, we're muscling it in. There's a shot, and that one gets stopped.
Good save there.
Yeah, kicked out to the deep hole, and a good ride there by George Redford, and the Sailors are going to get it back.
Sailors going to take over here. Great ride there, like you said, Brian, from George Redford. Love the physicality of this Sailors attackman. That is something that they carried over last year. Here's Redford with a shot, and he finds Evergreen sleeping for a moment. Evergreen just couldn't get a stick on DiBiaso, and it was Redford to beat DiBiaso right on the doorstep. Couldn't connect. It went wide. Sailors win the chase, and now it's going to be Redford once more from the near side. Just below GLE, gets it up to his teammate. This is going to be Hoy. Hoy now with the big right hand. He's going to switch over to his left, and a whistle's going to be called here, warding on Hoy, and not the time to do that. 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and Evergreen is going to take over. Let's see if the Sailors' ride can get another one here. So Evergreen clears it beyond midfield. Quickly now up the near side. Clock continues to run. Third quarter action here at Gardner Field. Evergreen's going to handle it from behind X, looking to pile on to their 6-4 lead. Running out of time here. Not sure if they know how much is on the clock. 11 seconds now. You can hear the crowd getting into it. It's going to be all the way up top from the midfield. It's Jack Albee. Albee with a move. Can he get a shot off? Albee gets smothered. Albee goes to the ground, and the Sailors get the GB, and that's a great way to end the third quarter. Crowd's going to get into it. A physical stop on defense, and you put Jack Albee into the dirt, one of Evergreen's best players. Sailors heading into the final frame, 6-4, trailing.
Yeah, but the Sailors won that quarter. They got to do that again. They're down by 2 goals, 6-4 the score. They were down 6-2 to start that half. They shut them down. They were able to win a couple of face-offs. So I'd say a really good quarter for your Steamboat Sailors. I'd like to shout out to our friends at Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep, coming for a test nap today in Loggers Lane. Also like to thank Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law. When you find yourself in life's penalty box, Ellens & Strom, attorneys at law, has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. Also like to thank the Paoli Group with the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency. Let Chris Paoli and his team help you with all your real estate needs. The Paoli Group has you covered. So a nice quarter here for your Steamboat Sailors. Lowen, what do we have to do here to get a little closer?
Well, defensively, I think the Sailors did a really good job on keying in on some of those first half goal scorers. Guys like Eli Park, guys like William Wales, who were pretty dominant in the first and second quarter, kind of got shut down there in the third. So you can tell that Evergreen is definitely going to want to go back to those guys. The question is, can the Sailors defense continue to hold up? I think they're getting plenty of good looks on offense, whether it's DiBiase, whether it's Redfern. We saw Tyler Grove have a couple of good looks, so I'm not too worried about that side of the ball. I think defensively you just got to focus in on containing some of these star athletes for this Cougars team.
So back to the face-off X we go, and that one controlled once again by Rima. Fast break here. There's a shot turned away nicely by Ike Alexander. Sailors able to pick up the ground ball momentarily, but now it's controlled by the Cougars.
Evergreen retains possession. Good job there from Ike Alexander corralling the bounce shot. Just went off of him. That was a great save on the fast break. Evergreen's going to reset here and take it below GLE and get it to their big-time attackman, Cameron Williams, down there at X. Williams now with the big right hand, tries to get around the crease. Good job there from the Sailors defense as he gets it up to Eli Park. Park's going to slow things down, call out the play, and they're going to try to get a substitution here for Evergreen. So they make the substitution, and now they're going to run the set play. It looks like Jack Albie's going to have the ball in his hands. Albie gets it to his man coming in. That's going to be Williams. Now down the far side, they get it all the way down to X once more. Back over to the far side, it's Eli Park. Park with the face dodge. Park with the little stutter step. Park looked to line it up. Park with the right-hand shot, and Park with the bouncer over the cage. Ike Alexander was all over that one, tracking it. Sailors lose the chase. Evergreen's going to retain possession. 10:55 left to go here in this one. 6-4 is your score. It's going to be Williams now bringing it from behind the cage. Williams along the crease, dumps it off to his midfielder. Can't get the shot off there.
Nice.
That was William Wales not being able to connect on the pass. This one almost goes out of bounds, but Evergreen is able to keep it in. Now just beyond the midfield line, it's going to be Jack Albie. Albie with a defender on him. Slows things down, and Evergreen once more is going to work on the offensive end. So now from the far side, now back behind the cage, here's Williams, back up to Albie. Albie thought about it. Albie with a pass almost went wide to Jackson Garrett. He's able to corral it, though, get it back down to his attackman. Now from the far side, here's Evergreen working. Back up to Garrett. Garrett over to Albie. Albie quickly now down to his attackman. Good physical play there from Xander Harvey. Flag's going to come out, and ball's going to be on the ground. Can the Sailors get the GB? No, they cannot. It is going to be the Cougars coming up with the ground ball. They're going to have an opportunity here. Flag is on the ground. Here's Garrett with a spin move. Garrett gets a shot off. Garrett is snuffed at the doorstep, and the whistle is going to be blown. It looks like a penalty on the Sailors tripping. I think they got him for.
Yeah, that was Jameson, Henry Jamo with the penalty, and he's going to go to the sin bin here to the box for a little bit, and the Sailors are going to be a man down. 9:48 left in this ball game. Sailors trail 6-4. Sailors need a big stop here.
And last time they were man down, Harv, they did get the stop, and it actually resulted in an offensive possession on the other end. We'll see if they can come up big here. It is going to be William Wales bringing it in for for Evergreen. So now with the man-up opportunity, looking to work quickly here, it's Wales. Wales over to Garrett. Garrett has it up at the top. That's Eli Park. Park works it around. They're going to try to get some good rotation going here for Evergreen. Cougars looking to add on to the lead as they are up 6-4. And a takeaway here from the Sailors once more. Byer gets trail checked. Byer loses it for a moment. Ball is still on the ground. There's a scrum right around the 40-yard line, and the whistle is going to come out. It's going to be blown dead, and they're going to give possession to the Steamboat Sailors. So another man-down offensive opportunity here for the boys in white. Great job there, Harvey.
Paxton Zuck's going to take this ball. Absolutely awesome play. Down 6-4, 9:23 left. Sailors still a man down, but Zuck's going to get the ball. And I got a feeling he's going to try to split these midfielders and make his way up the pitch. Quick pass up. He gets it to George Redfern. Redfern down this right wing side. Redfern's going to gain the box, and he's just going to slow it down. Trying to kill some time here. Redfern with the ball. He's got DiBiaso behind the net at X. DiBiaso comes out the other way, and now they kick it up the sideline. Sailors spreading it out again, trying to kill the clock here. As we say in hockey, just ragging the puck right now.
I don't know if they're trying to kill the clock, Harv. They're down by 2 goals. They need to get something going here. I think the Sailors need to play with some urgency here.
You got a man down, and so I'm just saying they want
to kill the clock on the penalty.
On the penalty, that's what I'm saying, Lowen. So back behind the net, you're a man down, you want to control it. And that's exactly what they're doing, and this penalty is going to release here right now. And now the Sailors are at full strength. Now they're going to work the attack. So with the ball right now, that's George Redfern on the far side at the goal line with the defender in his grill. Redfern now finds some room. Redfern brings it in, shot! And that one stopped by Grube. And we've got a whistle on the play, and it looks like
penalty on Evergreen, so the Sailors are going to have a man-up opportunity here. Not sure what the call was.
6-4 the score, 8:22 left in this fourth quarter. So Sailors will have it. Henninger has the ball on the far side, I believe.
Don't know what that call was.
I don't either, but we're going to take it.
Might have got him for a slash here. Sailors man-up crew going to be out here. It looks like it'll be Vanderbosch handling it. Excuse me, Henninger.
Henninger on the far side, but he does have Vanderbosch here up top. And then you've got DiBiaso back behind the net.
Big time possession here, Harvey.
We got George Redfern on the far side. Look to him as they work the ball right to Redfern.
Abbott Gautreau out there as well.
So the Sailors have it. DiBiaso at X. DiBiaso up the far side. There's a shot. That one's going to go wide. And, of course, Redfern first to the ball. 8:07 left in this fourth quarter. 6-4 the score. Sailors down by 2, but an opportunity to tie it.
Henninger with the shot there just went too low, and now it's going to be Redford who won the chase. Sailors work it over to the far side. Here's Henninger handling it again, gives it up to his attackman, Gautreau from the top, and that one just goes wide again, and once more it's Redford on the chase. So Sailors man up here, getting some opportunities as they trail 6-4, 7:54 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's George Redford once more, brings it over to X. Sailors work it back up to their midfielders. It's going to be Henninger around the horn. Another shot there. That one goes wide again. And who is that?
Vanderbosch.
That's Vanderbosch taking those shots. Yeah, so Vanderbosch with a couple from the top of the box, just going wide. Sailors continue to win the chase. Good hustle from Redfern, and they're still man up. So here's Henninger. Thought about letting it go. Instead, bad pass, and this one's going to be corralled by the Cougars. Good ground ball there. Try to get it over to their goaltender, and now quickly they're going to try to clear this one up. They have 20 seconds, and a great clear there from Evergreen. They're going to have a fast break opportunity here quickly now, and just back and forth as a great stop there by Ike Alexander. So Alexander completely snuffed out the fast break opportunity, Harvey, and the goalies with a little back and forth there.
Playing tennis, Henninger got grilled on the play, so the Sailors are going to have possession here in the box. Doesn't look like it's going to be a penalty, but it will push from behind, a loose ball push.
Yeah, possession.
So it will be possession for your Steamboat Sailors. Sailors setting it up, Tyler Grove with the ball. He sends that ball over to George Redfern. Redfern with it, right wing side. Redfern working the ball, 6:54 left in this ball game. Sailors down by 2, 6-4 the score. Up top, and now working it across to Hoy. Hoy slides that ball down to Marshall Moss. Moss back up top to Abbott Gautreau. And Hoy Hoy to Redfern. Now Redfern directing traffic from the top of the box.
Yeah, Redfern up top here. This is kind of interesting here.
Well, coach said we're going to move him around, try to keep that defense guessing so they can't hone him down. He's already had 2 goals today. Let's see if he can get a third. Fanned on that shot. Nice defensive play, but the Sailors get it back. Hoy with the ball on the far side. Hoy, Ethan working it back up to Redfern. Redfern here, left wing side. Now he comes to the center of the box, kicking it off. Little pass and catch there from Gautreau. George Redfern through traffic. Shot on goal, and what a stop by Grube.
He felt that one too, and that's just a textbook defensive play. Listen, if you're Redfern, I know his stick skills are out of this world, and I know that the offense is going to go primarily through him a lot of these games this season. But tonight, it's just not necessarily going his way. He's got a couple goals, but they definitely are keying in on him, and he felt the brunt of that one there. As Evergreen actually got called for a penalty on that, so the Sailors once more are going to be man up.
So 6 minutes left in this ball game. 6-4 the score. Sailors down by 2.
Man up opportunity. It's Tyler Grove. Grove with a goal here earlier in the game. Thought about it. Instead gives it over to Gautreau. Gautreau back to Grove. Little 2-man game. Top of the box. Now down low. That's Henninger. And a goal from Henninger on the far side. That was not Henninger. Excuse me. That was Redfern.
No.
Was it Henninger?
Yeah, I think it's DB. No, it was Henninger. You were right. Sorry, my bad. So Henninger got the goal. What a great play.
So Henninger with the goal. I was right on that one, and he gets his first one of the game. Henninger with a big right hand, and one of those guys that you want to see shoot. You want to see him get his 5-6 shots a game. He's going to bury him most of the time. Makes it a 1-goal game here. 5:45 left to play at Gardner. All of a sudden, the Sailors right back in this one as they head back to the face-off X. 5:45 left to go here in the ball game. At the Big Red S, they lose the face-off. It's going to be a fast break opportunity for Evergreen, and they just mishandle the pass there, but they retain possession. So no fast break, but they did win the face-off, and that's a big one for the Cougars. Sailors almost getting a takeaway there. Instead, it is going to be Aiden Lawson with the long pole handling it for the Cougars. Lawson takes it over to the far side, now dumps it down low. Pass is going to be mishandled again behind the cage. Sailors defense doing a good job. Whistle's going to be blown. It goes out of bounds, and all of a sudden the Sailors take over.
No doubt, and here comes Steamboat back the other way. That's number 12, Paxton Zuck. Zuck up this near side to George Redfern. Redfern with the ball coming in, right wing side. He's got an opening. He's got a shot. And that one goes wide, but DiBiaso is going to get it on the far side.
Have to bury that one, and
Redfern knows.
Redfern knows it too. You can tell he wishes he had that one back, but yeah, it was him and the goalie one-on-one. Put it in his left hand, just couldn't quite get it to go. And the Sailors losing it here on the far side. Almost went across midfield. They're able to corral it, and now all the way up at midfield, it's going to be Hoy working quickly now. He's got Aiden Lawson on him, the big long pole, doing a really good job. He's going to turn this one out, flip it over to his midfielder, and the Sailors are going to try to reset here.
Henninger with the ball, working it down that far side. Henninger sends that ball back behind the net to Redfern. Redfern with the ball through X right now. Circles the net, got a man out front.
Whistle.
And we got a whistle on the play, no goal.
So the right idea there, the whistle called against the Sailors. It's going to be a change of possession here. 6-5 is your score. 4:20 left to go in this one. Evergreen going to take over at midfield, and they get put on the dirt, put into the ground. That was Aiden Lawson again getting put on his back, and the refs are going to blow a whistle on that. Is that a penalty, Brian?
It looks like it is. He flew. There are 2 flags. We got dirty laundry all over.
Yeah, Sailors. I thought it was a really clean physical play, but obviously the refs saw something I didn't.
I think we may have 2 penalties here. There may be an unsportsmanlike
offsetting.
Maybe. I'm hoping. But or Sailors are saying, no, we got 2 guys in the box right now.
So
Steamboat.
So if that's the case, that is a huge loss for the Sailors if they're going to give us 2 men down.
So Finn Byer in the box, Lyle Henninger in the box right now.
Yeah, so it looks like they might have gotten a slash and then talking to him after the fact, maybe.
Yeah.
So 2 men down. Sailors are going to go to a box defense here with 4 defenders. This is going to be a big opportunity for the Cougars here. 4:14 left to play. 6-5 here at Gardner Field. Your home opener, your season opener, I should say, for the Sailors boys lacrosse team.
Sailors down by 1.
It's going to be 6 on 4 here.
Ellens and Strom when you find yourself in life's real penalty box.
So here we go. Cougars, 2 men up. Sailors playing a tough box defense here with only 4 guys. Here's a shot and a goal right off the bat. That was Johnson from way downtown. Made it look easy. Puts the Cougars up by 2. Nothing complex about that one, Brian. Just a big right-hander from the top of the box. Bounces it in right where you want it. Goes between the legs of Ike Alexander. And just like that, 7-5. 4 minutes to play.
So one of the penalties releases, Finn Byer is going to come out of the box.
Yep.
So the Sailors will be down now.
Still within striking distance. They're going to head back to the face-off X. Sailors, are they still down? Yeah, Sailors will still be down 1 man here, as it'll be Byer back out trying to win the face-off. Byer initially won the clamp, but it is going to be worked by Eli Park as he gets the ground ball. Another face-off victory for the Evergreen Cougars. Whistle here. Refs blew it for a second, and now Evergreen's going to slow things down. They'll retain possession. So Park running the 2-man game as Evergreen brings it down low to Williamson. Williamson has been good for this Evergreen team. He gives it over to William Wales. Wales now working it to X. Wales and Williamson, little 2-man game. Now back up to the midfielders. It's Eli Park. They work it around the horn once more. Now over to the far side. Sailors trying to get something going here on defense as Evergreen tries to add on to their lead. Here's Park up top. Park stepped into one, thought about it for a moment. Instead dishes it back down low. Now back out to Park. Now to Wales. Park back to Wales. Back to Park again. Little pitch and catch at the top of the key. This is going to be Albie. Albie now working. And once again, just picking on these Sailors midfield defensemen, trying to get something going here. Back down to Williams they go. So below GLE, it's worked in up top to Park. And this, Brian, is true running out the clock here. Sailors defense is going to have to put some pressure on as Evergreen works it from X. Evergreen.
Sailors are at full strength right now as we're down to 2:41.
2:41 left to play. Quickly now it's Albie. Makes a move, shoots the ball, and a good shot there. Just couldn't get it to go, and gets his own rebound and buries it behind Ike Alexander. That was a really quick play. Albie got Ike Alexander initially saved the shot. Yeah, it was a really good save. Couldn't quite get the rebound. Couldn't quite drag it back into the crease. Albie comes in hot, gets the GB, and just puts it right back behind Ike Alexander for another goal. Makes it an 8-5 game here as Evergreen starts to pull away.
Right now, the Steamboat Sailors have to win this faceoff.
They have to.
They're sending Cohen Vanderbosch to the faceoff X right now.
Even strength, like you said.
Rima has been absolutely dominant, and that's been the difference in this ball game. Sailors have stayed right with them. We got to get that corrected. 8-5 the score. Sailors down by 3. Off the faceoff, Vanderbosch gets the win, and that's huge. Cohen Vanderbosch with the ball, retreats back to his side, and now here comes Reese Hoy. Over midfield, here comes Steamboat.
Have to move quick.
So George Redfern with the ball. Redfern sends it back to X. Sailors working it, that's Tyler Grove. Up the far side, DiBiaso. Sailors again, across to Gotro. Gotro now circling from far to near. Now he drives down this right wing side, puts it back behind the net to Redfern. Redfern across to DiBiaso. DiBiaso at the goal line, far side. Up the left wing side, far side. And here comes Reese Hoy. Reese Hoy with a little bit of an opening, kicks it out. And a nice quick little passing finds DiBiaso. And Gotro finds the top shelf, buries it. And the Steamboat Sailors cut the lead to 2. 8-6 the score. 1:45 left in this ball game. Big shout out to Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, bringing you all your insurance needs. And we could use an insurance goal here, or 12.
Good job there from DiBiaso, getting the initial, similar to that last Evergreen goal, just kind of an initial save from the Evergreen goaltender there. And DiBiaso's there to clean up the ground ball, put it in the back of the net. But it really all started at the face-off X there. Really the first clear face-off win that we've seen from the Sailors tonight. And look what it resulted in, Brian, a goal as we head back to the X. This time, Finn Byer not able to get that one going as Evergreen is going to take possession, and a great face-off win there. from their Fogo.
Rima.
Yeah, from Rima, who's been just fantastic here. $1:30 to play. 90 seconds remain in this one at Gardner Field. We are going to see a whistle here. Looks like the Evergreen attackman stepped out of bounds, and the Sailors are going to take possession. 1:22 left to play. Sailors have to clear it. Up the near side quickly. Got to make quick work as they go beyond midfield, lose it for a second. Sailors try to keep it in bounds, and it just goes out of bounds. Redfern with a good effort there as Evergreen will take over once more. This is going to be Caleb Lessig, the big D end. Calls for a midi back. Lessig now up the near side, tries to get the centering pass into his midfielder, and another whistle is going to be called here. It looks like they were offsides. Yeah, they were offsides again, and I saw it from here, Brian. The defenseman Lessig called for a midi back, and he never got one. Refs were quick to call that. Good eye there. Sailors take over.
Redfern with the ball here, right wing side. Puts it back behind the net. That's Tyler Grove. Tyler Grove circling, driving to the net. He buries it. The sophomore with 52.3 seconds left. The Sailors cut the lead to 1. 8-7 the score. Wow, Steamboat coming back. Let's see if they can do it. And Cohen Vanderbosch back to the face-off X here, Lowen. And this is absolutely monstrous as we're into the final 52.3 seconds left. We've got Reese Hoy on the near side with the long pole. Finn Byer on the far side. Sailors have to control this face-off.
Big face-off here. Reba at the X for the Cougars. 52 seconds left to go here at Gardner Field, your home opener for the Sailors. It's another face-off win. A great one there as Cohen Vanderbosch comes up with it, and he gets his own ground ball, and that's going to be a quick timeout. The Sailors are going to have a moment to talk about it. 46 seconds left on the clock here. They trail by 1.
So your Steamboat Sailors down by 1. 46.5 seconds left in the ball game. Sailors with the timeout will have possession after it, so you know they're going to set something up here. Amos Gilbert earning his dollars here today. Let's see what he can cook up here on the chalkboard.
Yeah, Gilbert, the rookie head coach, making his debut here at Gardner Field, and the Sailors have a couple of options they can go here. What would you do, Brian? Are you going to Redfern here? Are you going to Tyler Grove with the hot hand?
Well, you look at the stat sheet right now. I think you go to the open man because you've got attackmen. Yeah, George is great, and he could be a good decoy, but right now Henninger's got 2 goals. Redfern's got 2 goals. We've seen Tyler Grove score 2 goals. So, I feel like DiBiaso's had some chances. I kind of feel like, let's see what happens. What are you going to do?
Sailors sharing the love here. I would say you run with the hot hand. I'd like to see Tyler Grove getting an opportunity here. Maybe a hat trick for the sophomores. He's got 2 on the evening so far. So the Sailors with possession are going to come out of the timeout. 46 seconds left to go. The sun is tucked behind Emerald Mountain. It is a dark one here at Gardner Field, the home opener of your 2025 Sailors season. Here come the boys in white getting us started. It's going to be Reese Hoy at the top of the box. Sailors looking to tie this one up at 8. They bring it down below GLE, get it down to their star attackman. That's going to be DiBiaso. DiBiaso now over to the far side. Now back up top. This is going to be Hoy once more. Hoy steps in, gives it out to Gocho. Gocho with it in his left hand. Now drops it back down below GLE. Quickly now, Sailors once more trailing by 1. 19 seconds left on the clock. Who's it going to be for the Sailors? Good job there from Evergreen as they push him out of X. That was the Sailors attackman trying to get something going. Here's Reese Hoy. Clock ticking down. They need to get a shot off here. Here's Gocho looking inside, and a good defensive stop from Evergreen. Clock's going to run all the way down, and the Sailors never even got a shot off, and Evergreen's going to come out of this one alive with an 8-7 victory. I am not sure what happened there, Harvey. I am not sure. They just
good defense.
It was good defense, but they could not decide who to run the offense to. Sailors' star players just continued to pass it back and forth. They couldn't decide on who was going to take the shot, and ultimately they ran out of time. Just not good situational offense there, and the Sailors are going to start this season 0-1.
So a tough loss, but I'm going to look at the positive as I like to do, Lowen. I know you go the other way with it. Look, the Sailors were down 6 6-2 at halftime. They came back, they made this a ball game, and they nearly got the win. They're going to figure that out. This is a really young squad, and I can't wait to see this team grow from this loss, learn from this loss. As you said earlier, this is a great team to play. We'll see what our Steamboat Sailors can do. A big shout out to all of our sponsors, of course, our friends at Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Dotson Payment Solutions, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Ellens & Strom, Attorneys at Law, the Paoli Group, the International Real Estate Brokerage, the Agency, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, bringing you the insurance goal of the game, Yampa Valley Bank. Also like to thank Mountain Eyeworks, Steamboat Roofing, One Off Auto Center, and of course, Steamboat Roofing and our friends at Yampa Valley Bank. Tough loss for your Steamboat Sailors. We're going to send this one back to regularly scheduled programming. I'm Brian Harvey for Lowe and Epstein. You have a happy and safe one. You're tuned to KTYV. Sports on FM at 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailors Lacrosse on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance, Ellens & Strom, Attorneys at Law, Mountain Eyeworks, One Off Auto Center, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Dotson Payment Solutions, the Paoli Group, Steamboat Ace Hardware, and the all-new Steamboat Motors. Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Win on three. 1, 2, 3.
On 105.7 Sports on FM, KTYV, Steamboat Springs.
Here's a taste of something that you've been